sunsets and skies so blue. Mountains whisper stories of dreams so true. From oceans roaring wild to valleys deep, a heartbeat of a nation that will not sleep. Save South Africa, rise above the storm. Hands together strong, a new world is born. Beauty in our hearts, let it light the way. Evil cannot reign when we seize the day. The people sing louder than shadows can scream. Together we're stronger than the wicked scheme. The soil holds our history, roots run so long. A melody of freedom, we're singing strong. They may curse the land with lies they weave, but we hold the truth in what we believe. Their crowns may crumble, their thrones may fall, for the power is the people's above it all. Save South Africa, rise above the storm. Hands together strong, a new world is born. Beauty in our hearts, let it light the way. Evil cannot reign when we seize the day. People sing louder than shadows can scream. Together we're stronger than the wicked scheme. The people sing louder than shadows can scream. Together we're stronger than the wicked scheme. The people sing louder than shadows can scream. Together we're stronger than the wicked scheme. The soil holds our history, roots run so long. A melody of freedom, we're singing strong. They may curse the land with lies they weave, but we hold the truth in what we believe. Their crowns may crumble, their thrones may fall, for the power is the people above it all. We know it all.
I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming, it's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
Good morning to all of the Neanderthals, canines, and right-wing podcasters. It is the witching hour of midnight here in the Northern Cape of South Africa. This is Chris live on your screen. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to all you Neanderthals, you subhumans, you canines that need to be disciplined, and all of the right-wing podcasters. How you all doing tonight? Or this morning, should I say. It's now the 9th. I want to congratulate those who speak Afrikaans as a first language and those who take the trouble to learn language as a second language. On the 8th of May, 2025, Afrikaans celebrated its 100th anniversary at being announced to the world as an official language. Yes, the 8th of May. Congratulations to all the Afrikaans speakers around the planet, particularly here in Southern Africa, in South Africa, in Botswana, in Namibia, and of course, in Eswatini. Welcome back, folks. Looking good. How's it going there, folks? Well, anyway, but what do you think of my jersey there, huh? Griquas. Yes. Griquas. I got this as a gift tonight. Came from, who was the gentleman who got it? This came from the Griquas Rugby Union. It was a gift from them. I'm absolutely gobsmacked. The Pumas went out of their way to accommodate, but unfortunately I was unable to get there. This one came from, is it Clive Streak? I don't know Clive Street, but I'm going to have to take a look into that. He's from the Griqua Rugby Union, and this was a gift to me. Thank you very much. It was delivered to Uppington, where I received my Griqua's jersey. Finally, I have my teal jersey. I'm so excited. Yes, wow, pretty cool stuff there, folks. I don't know what you think. And this is from the Niagara Falls, which is where I was at this morning. If you're wondering why I'm on this hour, it has been a long, long day, folks. Busy, 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 busy day. I had well, first off, I didn't go to bed last night. I got about 40 minutes sleep. Then I did my radio show for an hour, went to bed at 2 a.m., was up at 6 to prepare to go to Niagara Falls, located some distance from Uppington. Got back from there at about noon and then went over and picked up some gifts. And I have mission accomplished, ladies and gentlemen. I'm stoked. I'm chuffed, however you want to say that. I'm excited. I'm thrilled. I finally got the chance to interview Omar Katarina, the last first language speaker of the new, that's how I get the right, new language. Anyway, I got to speak to her sign language. What a lovely lady, very special person who takes all of the fame and celebrity that she's achieved by being the last person. By the way, I was wrong. I kept saying she's 89. She's 92 years old. Oh my goodness, man. I can't wait for the video to be released. Oh yes, Alan, with all the rain, it was absolutely insane. I would show you my phone, but we had an event tonight and my phone battery died. I'm charging it now. Van is back. I've been missing you, man. My Van has single-handedly been missing in my revenue. Dropped by 2/3 this month. I come to South Africa and I don't make any money. It's funny. I love the Griqua's top two, Michael. It's incredible. This is awesome. I'm so excited about it. And look at this curry cap right there on the sleeve. Oh man, I'm very excited about this. Good stuff there to have the Griqua's jersey, something I've always wanted. So lots of dreams coming true. Katrina Sal, she is a wonderful lady. Fantastic. She spoke off her cons. I understood most of it, but her granddaughter Claudia was there to translate the things I might not have understood or misunderstood. And we thank you for that massive super chat of 1,400 Rand, Van. Thank you so much. Nice meeting you. Thanks for everything. Okay, Van. Now I'm puzzled. Which of the people were you, Van? Now I'm confused. But what an epic night tonight. You did say you were going to be here. Yeah, so I guess I got this slipped out of my mind. Folks, in case you haven't noticed, I've been under the weather. I picked up some kind of crud here in South Africa, and it's been ailing me for a number of days. But I'm driving on, soldiering on. So, came back, went interviewed Katrina Asal, finished that, and then had a quick lunch with Rob. And from there, came back here, had a private meeting with someone who had some questions for me. Then I got literally 15 minutes time to myself, and I started editing the Katrina Asal video. I got through about 10 minutes editing. Then I had to go to the event with the Sutlanders Civil Defense Group, and I just got back from it literally a few minutes ago. Wow. Yes, we have an American Pope. That's a shocker. I'm absolutely gobsmacked. I didn't expect that at all. I thought they'd finally go with an African one. Yeah, thank you, Scott Lupscher. Yep. Almost everyone gets sick in South African winter, especially in the coastal areas. Well, I mean, I've only hugged like 800 people and shaken like 2,500 sets of hands. It was bound to happen. Plus, I've flown on a bunch of flights. So let me go say hello to everybody here. Barbara Harrison, welcome to my page. William Wheeler, Napoleon Dynamite, Michael Storm, Alma, Cobus Faree, Julie, Napoleon Dynamite said, the Topi Mooney. Yeah, I'm awake. Tokren, Marina Bolton, welcome to you. Virtual Western Cape, Anton Mulder, Sonic Boom, TM Afrikaner, Diane Humpel's here again. Julie, sitting on the balcony in Thailand at 5 a.m. Interesting. Bets Corb, Lindy Danhauser, here Orban, Apocalypse Ninja. Opinion, Chris Wyatt needs to take at least one night off, rest out, and give his throat a chance to recover. He's burning candles both ends. Well, Michael, that is the story of my life, burning the candle both ends. I'm always giving 100% and then more to the cause, regardless what it was. Pulling guard duty, briefing soldiers, making decisions, briefing the commander, doing analysis, training my troops, serving in combat. I've always given 110%. No one can ever accuse me of not giving the last full measure. I always do. And it's important. People need to be reassured. People need to be informed. People need to have fresh perspectives. People need to have honest perspectives. That's what I'm here to do. Captain Slow, welcome to you. Some people are changing their username. Chantel, good evening to you. Arctic is here. How's it going, Arctic? Looking younger by the week, says Virtual Western Cape. Well, thank you for that. Maybe it's just a better camera angle. Courtney McBride, are you still in South Africa? I am. Alan, welcome. Good to see you again. So Marina Bolton says, Dankie Chris, tots op my taal. She's proud of her language. Well, you should be. It's a cool language and it's really awesome. And Francois Diego just super chatted 14 Rand. Good morning to his favorite colonel. Well, thank you for that. You know, the colonels. Good morning, Michael. Fleshin's in from the UK. I'm eating some of the Scottish restaurant here tonight, folks. McDonald's. They're open 24 hours, so. Bull jersey? No. Why would I be wearing a bull jersey in Uppington? It's the Northern Cape. This is Griquas country. Chantel, Chris Ehlers. The flu is there. It's better. Hannes Holzhausen. Now, imagine if I just went to bed for 2 or 3 days. I'd probably be right as rain. But here I am, working hard, bringing it, pushing right on through. Yeah, Michael, I love the Greg at the top. Greg, Dylan Combrick, welcome to Shawnee, excuse me. Van, thank you so much for that super chat. That is really awesome, man. Hendo's here. All right. Esmari Kruger, welcome to you. Hair looks better than the jersey. Jean Kutza. Timeout. Jean-Luc Gibson. Very generous, you legend. Thank you so much. Oh, you're calling my man legend. Okay, yeah, thank you so much for that. Skalkalup, sure. You look good in that outfit. Thank you so much. I mean, the color suits you also. Thank you. The teal is something I've always wanted to wear. There's another super chat. Okay, Van just donated another 1,400 super answers. I don't like the spotlight. Not you or the Colonel Vinet knows who I am. I'm a backstage supporter. Be safe and see you again, Colonel. Again, honest and informative. Vosparat. You know, dude, so I didn't make a mistake in not recognizing you. I was feeling guilty. Van, you were being incognito. All right, so I didn't make a mistake. Thank you for the super chat. Wow, that's awesome. Wow, we need more people to watch it. By the way, the Julius Malema video that I did at the Bri last night is 135,000 views. It was really great last night. I had 85,000 views, I think, before the clock ticked over. Today, got about another 50,000. Not bad, but got a long way to go to the top one. Max Murray, welcome to you. So I didn't get it wrong then, man. I didn't mistakenly not recognize you, although I'll remember all the faces of the people whom I saw. So maybe incognito, but I've only got 60 faces to choose from, and I can eliminate 10 of them. So I'm down to 50. See, the Intel analyst is working already. Van Holtzen, the voice of reason, is here. Wow. Primal Boar. Wine in the sand. Still no McDonald's in Namibia. Wow. Yes, a Bulls jersey, would you get you clopped? You get a PK, you'd get moored in Uppington. Lynette Mayer, welcome to you. Great jersey, okay. South African Farm Girl says, Namibia's lucky, McDonald's sucks. Yeah, well, they're open, South African Farm Girl. They're open, and I'm hungry. Trump is happy with the new Pope. I haven't seen that. Okay, that's good to hear. Yes, he probably will poke his nose and things. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the Pope is. They always like to do that. Okay, Napoleon, South African Farm. Okay. McDonald's is great in Germany and Austria, Switzerland. Frick Peterson says you deserve millions of views. I think so. By the way, it's a shame my phone died because my closing remarks, not to boast, but I thought my closing remarks when Vanet asked me to give them, I thought were really good. The good news is they were captured by his team, so they're going to have to send me the link so I can download that portion of the video. But my video, the phone just died on me. 6 passports. Yeah, passport's been a sore subject. Harold, welcome to you. And that right there is the Julius problem. He sells views, hence he gets way more attention than deserved. How were them trolls at the end of last night's stream? Mean little efforts, weren't they? That was entertaining last night, wasn't it? Had some fun with that last night. They're too lazy to be up at this hour. They're not here tonight. Too lazy. Michael says we love your dedication. Well, I love your viewership and your dedication to me. Yeah, I heard the British apologize. Did somebody just become a member? Thank you for that. I heard the British apologize. I didn't see it yet, though. I've been literally, it's the first time I had a chance to sit down in hours. Oh, did we give out some membership? Oh, no. Did Van give out 50 memberships? Oh, gosh. I'm going to have to turn off the alert box real quick here. Thank you for the 50 memberships, man. Good morning, Chris. Thank you once again for your support for our people under duress caused by a very nefarious government. Be safe. Thank you very much, Jan Blacky. Double Van. William, we don't know the true story. We can supposition. What I said is he's probably lucky they did him a favor. But here's the bottom line. Let me explain something very quickly here, William Wheeler. I worked in the diplomatic world. I worked in embassies. When you need a visa and you're a government official, you don't wait like anyone else. You don't get administrative errors. You don't get your visa not approved because you didn't submit in time. It doesn't work like that. Embassies bend over backwards to accommodate government officials, even if they're going on holiday. And this is the case of Julius Malema going to the UK and being denied a visa. That tells me it was intentional. It seems highly improbable that a member of parliament would just, not get a visa for some administrative reason. I think, whether I'm going to apologize or not, he was shut down. The clock does look a little freaky because it's sideways. So by tomorrow, left can be little crybabies. The new elected pope is a registered Republican. Well, what does that tell you? Even the Catholic Church is joining Trump. Van, thank you for 50 memberships there. Well, a lot of people getting free membership here. Con Engman, what are you going on about the dollar for? Truth unsubscribed. I left South Africa 4 years ago and came to Georgia in Europe. Miss my country though, but I love it here. Truth unshackled. That's interesting because a South African who's a supporter of mine, a viewer from my rugby channel, met me in Marseille at the World Cup. He lives in Georgia as well. Okay, who else we got here? Colonel, did you ever get the video of the little South African girl talking about a goat? No, I didn't. Difference in taste of Big Mac in America. I don't eat Big Macs, Myris. I don't know. I will eat chicken McNuggets. Tend to not eat them in the States. I'll eat them in Europe. I've tried them in South Africa. They're okay, but they're great in Europe. And I usually just get hamburgers or chicken, but tonight I just got a couple hamburgers. Barbara Harrison's giving thanks to Van. Now I'm scrambling my mind now, trying to pull through the hard drive and sift through the images. Now I'm doing image recognition inside my head. Who was Van? Who was Van? Wasn't Ville? Wasn't him? No, wasn't this guy? Wasn't this guy? Searching. Max Bray wants to know what the DOJ is as well as their function. The DOJ is the Department of Justice. They're responsible for prosecuting federal crimes, and they're responsible for the court system, the federal court system. So that's what they do. The Attorney General is the person in charge of the Department of Justice. The Department of Justice also includes things like the Federal Bureau of Investigation, which is under them. Yeah, Van is a man with a plan. Good evening, Rakes. All right, so a new pope. Cool stuff. Anyway, went earlier today to Niagara Falls. Man, it was epic. Unbelievable the amount of water coming over those falls. I'm going to tell you something, man. I'm going to tell you something. So I did the touristy thing and bought a couple little things here. So let me show you this here. So I bought a postcard. And this is a comical because it's almost a joke. This is what the falls normally look like. You see that? Oh, wow, wow. It's a little fall. Now, this fall back here, that's the top. I couldn't even see that today because it was flooded. The flooding came all the way up into here. You can't see that waterfall because the mist that was coming up from here. All of this is completely a wall of water coming down. And if my phone will fire up, I'll show you that. Oh, Groppies Falls. That's what that is, yeah. And then, yeah, I know, Alan, I can't wait for my rugby commentary again, but it won't be until next weekend, not this weekend. So here's a couple magnets I got from my fridge. Little hobbies. Yes, you got the birds like to build their nest on the telephone poles. I didn't take any pictures of that, but I should have. And then the quiver tree, which is, of course, famous for the region. So I got myself a couple of those little magnets right there. And let me go see if my phone has enough charge on it to show you stuff on. Give me a second. It's at 55%. Let's give it a second longer because I want to show you the following. So I did see Omar Katarina Esau, and I got a copy of her children's book in Nu. So here you go. So, story by Katarina Esau as told to Claudia Schneemann. Illustrations by Stanley Grootboom. Yeah, so there's Omar Katarina right there. A storyteller, teacher, language activist, and holder of ancient knowledge. And she signed it down at the bottom for me. So there she is. There's Omar Katarina Esau, and there's her signature down here, which is really cool. Guys, I got to tell you something. Let me tell you something. I interviewed Dr. Corne Mulder, leader of the Freedom Front Plus, at Parliament. Nonplussed, unfazed, just a regular old thing, good conversation. I was like a fanboy meeting this lady. It was so cool. I was really excited about it. 3 years I've been trying to reach her. She was very excited, impressed of my interest. But yeah, so it's the story of the tortoise and the ostrich. Anyway, so here you go. It comes in new Afrikaans in English, and it tells the three. I love the three versions. So new is at the top, new Afrikaans and English. And so it's really cool. This is the children's book that she produced. It's just amazing. So cool. Very exciting. Anyway, so yeah. So I met 4 generations of the family. I met Omar Katarina. I met her daughter who came in. And then I met her granddaughter who's helping save the language, Claudia Schneemann. And then I met her children. One of her daughters and sons, and the son was speaking new. So passing on to a new generation. Wow. Yeah, that is absolutely incredible stuff, folks. 4 generations of that family. If I understood correctly, enough, Afrikaans, Omar Katarina's 2 sisters are still alive, but they don't speak new. They were kind of, pushed aside from speaking language, a little bit ashamed, and I think a little bit disappointed in their proficiency, so they don't try. So the language is nearly lost because Omar Katarina had children, and none of her children learned the language. And then she had grandchildren, and of all their children, none of those grandchildren were interested in learning language until Claudia. Claudia was 10, and she started learning new. And wow. So Omar Katarina said during the interview that I misunderstood. I thought she said the opposite, and I had to clarify. So I thought she said that she was disappointed that her granddaughter had never gotten a man and got married. This is before I met the children. So I'm like, oh. And they said, no. She didn't want her to get married and have children because she didn't want her to focus on her man. She wanted her to focus on new. So anyway, so next up was this book here. This is pretty cool. This is it's her picture on it. This is a grammar book to learn the language of new. The light's not very good there. Sorry. So I got this book. This is really cool. Yeah, here you go. Nice stuff in there. And here's like the kadiaka, the deer, and the animals. So bird. Anyway, so yeah, sa, eland. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So this is for learning a vocabulary for the new language. Pretty heavy. And this was a gift. This was very generous gifts from Omar Katarina and from Claudia. This is the new dictionary, ladies and gentlemen. This is her dictionary. It comes in new Afrikaans and English. And here's the dictionary, just all the different words. I love these trilingual dictionaries. I had one for German, English, and Swahili, which really helped me with my Swahili when I was learning it years ago. Got it from one of my soldiers that gave it to me who had somehow gotten over the years. Anyway, those are super cool books, and that was a gift, that last one. Man, I'm a Qualan who fell down that falls and lived to tell the tale. That's crazy. Burger King Whopper. Wow, now I'm jealous of that book. Trump's big announced today was that is that the alliance between the U.S. and UK for trade and security? No other. No wonder the visa was denied. Huh. SpongeBob is from Springbok. Wow, that's way out there, man. Hannah Grinevald, hope to see you at OP Plus. Yeah, that'd be great. Hank, welcome to you. It's a plane, it's a bird. No, it's a van, the super fan. Val Cooper's here. There was okay. That's who said that. Willem Duckett, have you made a video of Oma speaking? I did, and I'm editing the video. In fact, let me see where I'm at in here. Let me play a few seconds of the interview. Oh no, I closed it. Sorry. Yeah, I did. I was working on that video early, guys, but I've literally had 10 minutes to myself today. That's it. 10 minutes to myself is all I had, so I haven't gotten very far. No, 15 minutes. Delicious Monster. Cape Point walk down DS Beach. Yeah, I was at Cape Point 25 years ago. I haven't been there recently. Yeah, it's an amazing book that she wrote. Yeah, at the age of 87. No, not 87, age of 91. Last night's chat in your podcast last night was cool to hear what in the U.S. military and tariffs. But still sharp as well. Well, thank you so much for that, Lindy. Okay. Glad the grandkids are still. Yeah, no, it's great. It's great. And hearing the great grandson speak, it was really cool. He was like, he's missed his front teeth. He's a young kid, missed a couple front teeth. I was like, wow, the kid's got it down. Your new language to learn? That's a tough one. I mean, I can't. Learning sign language is a challenge. We'll see. So, Omar Katarina also autographed the book for me. I should mention that. So let me read what it says in the front of this book here. It says, Chris, hope you will enjoy this book and that you will learn fast. Next time when you come visit me, you must greet me in Nu. Lots of love. Dr. Queen Katarina Esau. Wow. That is so cool. So cool. So we chatted a bit, and she said, she's getting kind of tired of things. I said, oh, I'm sorry. Should we finish? And then Claudia said, no. She's not tired of talking to you. She's enjoying talking to you. She says, the celebrity. Everyone's jealous because everyone wants to come see Oma Katarina. I love it. She took it all in stride. A lovely lady. So 92 years of age, man. She had a little trouble standing, but Rob helped her up. Okay, Asmari, have a good night. Count and speak a few words, but with time lost, I think it's two is Nona. Hey, Francois. Hope you're better. So is Malema's visa denied or just not processing time? We don't know, Ruwan, and that was speculation on my part. It was analysis. I was also, tongue-in-cheek joking about it. I think that they actually didn't process it because they didn't want him there because they were worried there's going to be a problem. I really think that's the case. So, what else? Whoop. Dit gaan goed met die kapselady. My late husband's name is inscribed on a plaque, and all people who drew. Wow. Okay. That's interesting, Laura Jean Bota. Thank you for sharing that. Rowan Meinkies, welcome to you. Look at Grikos. Yes, the Grikos. Yes. Greta Hart, good evening. I have a question. Does the U.S. accept degrees from Australia? Yeah, well, we recognize degrees, but the U.S. doesn't accept anything. It's to be your employer or a school that you want to attend. Would they accept it? Yes, we accept degrees from overseas educational institutions as long as they're accredited. Yeah, Bushman and Armour were great trackers. Wonderful people who've been abused by almost everybody for centuries. It's a shame. JJ Pretorius. New cars will be stolen. Ronaldo did a piece about that. He found that he applied too late for his visa. Yeah, that's all fine and dandy, but what I'm going to tell you folks is that I worked in embassies. Too late? No. Member of Parliament? No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No. Our consulate would bend over backwards to ensure somebody got a visa. Our people who need a visa last minute. I mean, I've literally gotten a visa in 2 days from an embassy in Africa that I needed while I was stationed in an embassy. 2 days. It doesn't always work that way, but I wasn't even a member of parliament, just a diplomatic official. Michael Storm, I've eaten at Rocco Mama's. Yeah, Arctic got a British visa in 6 hours. See, and he's just a citizen. JBot says, to better understand, once POTUS signs executive order, does it have to be approved by Parliament before it's implemented? No, first off, we don't have a Parliament. We have Congress, and executive orders do not apply to anyone except the executive branch or powers that the president possesses, like, over defense, national security, or borders. So the president or anything delegated by law, like the Immigration and Nationality Act, which Congress delegated to the president. But no, Congress has no say over executive orders, none whatsoever. They're also not the rule of law. They're not laws. Myra says, not true. He applied timelessly, was refused twice. Yeah, I don't know. I analyze the situation, and I'm telling you what I know. Artie says, I'm not just a citizen. Sounds like you had a fantastic meeting, wonderful people, and seemed majestic. Yes, I did, Rakes. I had a majestic day. It was incredible. It was incredible. Yeah, but they all are. I mean, well, most of them are, and it's exhausting. It's a lot of work, folks, but it's well worth it. Well worth it. So we had a fantastic event tonight. It was just Vaden and I, Vaden Tutoy, up on the stage. We talked. Audience of 60. This was a last minute, late planning thing, and mostly people from the Northern Cape came to it. However, there were people who came tonight from Richards Bay. Richards Bay. They drove here from KwaZulu-Natal, from the east coast of South Africa to the northwest part of the country. Insane. I'm so grateful. That was so humbled that they came all that way, all the way. The husband works in Mozambique. The family lives in Richards Bay. He went down to Richards Bay. They all came here. Unbelievable, folks. Unbelievable. And also, folks came from Namibia to be at this event tonight. I'm so humbled. It's so amazing. Wow. I'm referring to the episode about News 24 by Ronaldo. Wasn't that just great? I don't know what Ronaldo did, Rowan. I haven't seen it. Good night, Linus Sand. Can't you get a media spot for State Department ratings? Ask Tammy what's going on. Well, Lindy, I could try that. I don't know if they'll let me in as non-traditional media. I tried with, with the White House. They lied. They want perky C cups and, 24-inch waist and, perky bottoms and bleach blonde hair, and 22 years of age. Hello, I'm Candy. I'm a non-traditional media from YouTube. Can I ask a question? That's what they want, or it needs to be Breitbart or One American News. It's all just a scam, the White House. So you're welcome, Delicious Monster. It's my pleasure to help South Africa. Our Home Affairs officially acknowledged the Khoisan King about 6 months ago after detailed research approves lynch. Where did you see that at? I've never seen that report anywhere in any media that he was acknowledged. Is this before or after his wife passed away? Bashir Assad's British wife has been banned? Really? Doing marrying white chicks because he was a dentist? Thank you, Artie. All right. So there you have it, folks. Busy, busy day. So let me see how the phone's doing. I'll be right back. It's at about 80%. Unfortunately, we found out that, you can't hear the sound when the phone plays. So, but I can show you the video. I'm going to start. Come on. There we go. That took a long time. I had to hold down for like 4 seconds. Um, okay, I don't know what you're talking about, Ron. I know the expose about Twatterboss. I've covered it. I've talked about it. So, what did Ronaldo do regarding that story? I've talked about it several times. Did he do some video about it? Good night, Lynette. 12:37. What time is? Huh. Okay, I'll try this out. Let's see if because it's really, I mean, unbelievable. You got to see it. This is hectic. I showed you the picture what the falls normally look like. Wait till you see what they look like today. It is insane. So much water. So, Ron, I don't know what we're referring to. Please explain. Bernard, welcome to you. What's with all the emojis there, refugee Afrikaner? Phone is still booting up. Quest to my EFF. Oh, I bought BPF to start research. It was actually done by the Home Affairs Office. Yeah, okay. Thank you for the document. That'd be great. Yeah, if you're saying that you can confirm he was denied twice, that's great. Yeah, please send me that, Marina. Holden Caulfield's here. Welcome. Okay, phone is almost ready. Okay, camera. Okay. I have two videos, 1 hour and 6 minutes, 1 hour and 9 minutes, and then 1 hour and 9 minutes ran out. Okay, let me get to the falls. Hang on a second. Here we go. Wow. Why is suddenly every freaking message in the world coming from my phone? I mean, that is hectic, is it not? Every freaking message is something. Yo, is right, man. Yebu, that's incredible. That's absolutely freaking insane, man. Good God. Skinny dipping, surfing. What for? Yeah, I got incredible footage. Wait till I put together R1. It's gonna be awesome, man. Chantel looks like yeah, it's amazing. It was worth the trip. I would not have driven out there by myself. Looks beautiful when it's in full flood. That's an amazing, unbelievable. It's great to see the falls like again. I filmed them in the early 2000s when they were a massive flood. You could not even see any of the cliff faces. Yeah, no, the water is rushing up over us. We were just completely soaked. The only spot I could get good video from was the furthest point west or south, and that was that point there. Lots of diamonds the way that, yeah, to the art. Yeah, lots of diamonds are washing down that river going to, that's right. I don't know, Alan, if it was more a few days ago, it was something. Can only imagine how loud. Oh, it was so loud, and I got completely soaked. We have Niagara Falls. That's the big one. Yeah, right. So did really cool stuff. Came here, had a braai yesterday. Today, went to the falls. By the way, so by the way, we're up to 81 people now. 81 people recognize me on the street, folks. We had went to the falls, and several people in the restaurant noticed me, but they didn't say anything. They were being shy. And then people, when we walked around, noticed me. I'd say probably 10 or 15 people there noticed me. Rob is my witness. He's the one that noticed it. He said, "Hey, look, those people know who you are." And you could tell that they did, but they were shy. And then as we're leaving, because I don't count those encounters, they have to actually come up and say hi to me. As we're leaving, this lady said, "Hey, it's Chris. How you doing?" I said, "I'm fine." She said, "What are you doing here?" I said, "Well, I came to look at the falls." And she said, I said, "She watch me." She goes, "No, my husband does. He never stops. I have to watch you." So I laughed, and then her husband came up, and he goes, "Ah, it's a Colonel. What are you doing here?" And then the other couple came over, and there were four of them. We took a snap. So that took me to 79. There was an 80th person, and then another one. So wow, I'm up to 81 now. I'm pretty sure that the few days I spent in Pretoria are probably going to bump us up over 100. Pretty cool. So I'm trying to go, and what is this? Oh gosh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, this is great. This is a triple X too, by the way. Glad you joined on the Cape. Such an amazing place, South Africa. Most friendly people. Yeah, the people are friendly. One, the sun up here, the Bushmen are really lovely. Ronaldo just opened our eyes how our media sees or removes their own articles if someone else reported it. And he asked Tuarda Boss who was sort. Yeah, exactly. No, oh yeah, I know about that. Yeah, so but I haven't had time to cover it. Yeah, News 24 is toast. They've been caught red-handed again. Yep. Well, Niagara Falls is immense because there's two falls, but it's not as impressive as Vic Falls. Well, maybe it is more impressive. Vic Falls is impressive, but Niagara Falls is broader in scope. So you've got two of them. You got the Niagara Falls, the U.S. side. You've got the Horseshoe Falls, or not whatever the Canadian Falls. Canadian Falls are unbelievable. You stand right there at the top. And you watch the water go over. It's insane. Anyway, yeah. So Van 50 memberships, Van 1,400 rand, Van 1,400 rand. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, we're down on revenue big time this month, so that is very helpful. Thank you so much for that. Do appreciate it. Wow, it really gives us a good night for tonight. Meet and greets in Pretoria said turn in likes on post attendance seems neck to neck. 151, 150. We hope to see you all there and pitch up. Come on, guys, let's push this over 200. By the way, if we are currently over 770 people that attended the meet and greets thus far. If I included tonight, it would take us to over 800. And I guess I technically could cover those 60 people tonight. That's incredible. Yeah. So the Pretoria meet and greets should push us over 1,000 people. Yeah. Stream on West Coast time. We can talk about super chats. Well, Arctic, you have to give us your schedule and tell me where you're going to be because I don't know where you're going to be at any given time. When and where in Centurion? Well, it's posted on the channel, folks. I wish people would go read the post. It's on the channel under posts. But I will tell you. Here's the Pretoria meet and greet at Open Place. This could be the biggest meet and greet of them all. 11 a.m. Saturday, May 10th at Open Place. I will get there as early as possible. I have the Boer Mark in the morning, and after that, I will go to Open Place. And yeah, so I'll be there as early as I can. If I can get there early before 11 o'clock, I'll be there because I have to run to a meeting after this thing gets going. So, yep. So that's Saturday, the 10th of May, and then Sunday, the 11th of May. So Chris Ayler set up the Pretoria, and the Willem Duckett set up the Centurion meet and greet. That's 1 p.m. on the 11th at Vibes and Drives. Vibes and Drives. If anyone here knows Philadelphia, the informal Afrikaner settlement west of Pretoria, that is willing to go there with me on Sunday, reach out to me. I would like somebody to go with me, help me out there. So I've got someone with me. But my plan is to go there and speak to those folks who don't have access to media or phones and such. So NDK just gave 40 rand. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm looking for a traveling companion for that. Chris Ayler says I'll go. Okay, Chris. Maybe we can work something out. You'll be at Opiplas, so we can probably talk about that for the Sunday. All right, then we can work something out. I don't want to go alone. Just not a fear or anything like that. I don't know the area, and I'm going to be focused on my own security and then trying to perform. So I need some help with that. Okay, if I've got someone there with me, I can focus a little bit easier. So. All right, so thank you for the super chat. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up here because it's 1:45 and I'm knackered after another long day, and I've got to fly tomorrow, and then I've got to drive through the traffic to Pretoria. I've got a post-arrival meeting. Then I've got a bride with Steve Hofmeyer tomorrow night. Looking forward to that. Recent events in India, Pakistan. Yeah, no, I am concerned, but not overly concerned like some people are. The escalation is what has me concerned, but this is the norm for India and Pakistan. They do this occasionally. They've had a war going on there for years. They fire artillery rounds, they shoot each other, but now they're using drones and bombing people with aircraft. That's a bit worrying. Yeah. So a little bit of concern. All right, so I'm going to knock off, guys. Thanks for being here tonight. Really do appreciate it. Have a lovely evening. God bless, and thank you for your support. Thanks for those who watched the video. Thank you, Van, for the super chats and the memberships tonight. Really appreciate it. Chatted with a man on the hall train who was trying to tell me about a farm attack, but I had bad signal, could not hear him properly. Okay. All right. My uncle's wife had to drag him to the U.S. He was totally against it, and she threatened to leave him. So he went 8 years later, not all the horses and men could drag him back to South Africa. Yeah. All right. Val says take an escort with you. Okay. All right. Good night, everybody. Katie, welcome to you. Yeah, no, I still got the flu. I still got some congestion. It's still there, but yeah, I do feel better. All right, guys, wrap it up here. Take care of yourselves. See you tomorrow, and be safe. And I'll be back in Hot Tank tomorrow. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise, and I'll see you on that side. Thank you to the Northern Cape. You've been epic. You've been wonderful. You've been fantastic. I've enjoyed it. Cheers, everybody.